we're going to try another question. I'm going to try a question here. And so this next question says, to find the tangent ratio. So now they want the ratio, the O over A, right? So the tangent ratio is the opposite over the adjacent ratio of this triangle. So they want you to find the opposite over the adjacent. So, oh wait, sorry, an opposite is, this is the opposite side, so this is opposite, and the adjacent is this side. Adjacent is beside. This one is always called the spelled that wrong. This is always called the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle. So it's only, these ratios only work for right angle triangles, so only for right angle triangle. So these ratios only work. So when you're using your calculator, it only works for a right angle triangle, this tan ratio. So then they're asking you, they said, I found the measure of 40. So they went and they found the measure of 40 degrees. They're asking you what the side lengths would be, what the ratio of the side lengths would be. So they found the measure. Again, you have all this on your calculator, so you don't have to draw it. You don't have to look it up in a book. You want to use your calculator to find this. Okay, so you want to get to your calculator and say, okay, I know that someone drew a 40-degree triangle, right angle triangle, and I want the tangent ratio, which is opposite to adjacent, and I know it's programmed in here. Okay, so then the way we do this one is we're going to say tan, and we put the 40 degrees here. So the 40 degrees goes right there. And then on our, so tangent ratio of the 40, and we're going to find the ratio. So this is side is the ratio. So on my calculator, I'm in degree mode, D. Okay, and I'm going to press tan, and I'm going to type in 40. And I know it's in degrees because of the D there. So press equals. So that means the ratio is approximately 0.83, and they want thousandth. Okay, thousandth is 3 decimal places. So when we look at a number, so 0.1234, this is the 10th, right? 10th for this first one. And then this one here, the second one, would be 100th. 100th for the second one. And then this 1000th is the third. So 1000th would be the third. 10th, 100th, 1000th. TH. TH means decimal place, right? So 10th, 100th, which is 2, 1000th, TH there, which is the third. So 3 decimal places. So the ratio, when I type this in, so you're just going to press tan of the 40 equals, and it gives me the ratio 0.83. So that means when they drew this triangle, the ratio of the opposite to the adjacent is 0.83. So that could be 8 over 10, 16 over 20, so it's 8.83 ratio. Okay. And again, it's all programmed into your calculator already, so you don't have to look it up. Okay, so here you're going to say approximately, put the dot, 0.839. Please make sure you put the approximate sign above your equal sign, so that means approximate. Okay, because you're saying that I approximated it, so that should be a dot above your equal sign. Sorry, a single dot. Okay, so approximate is this sign, so you do want to have that. Okay, now let's do it again. So 73, we're going to type in tan. Oh, and on another student's calculator, they might have this one, and you would say the same thing. So tan, type in tan of 40. I make sure you're on degree mode, so DEG equals 0.839, and then the number after the 9 is 0, so it doesn't round up. 5 rounds up, right? So 5 rounds up. So 5 rounds. So if you stop on a 5, it rounds up always. Okay, so if you stop on a 5, it rounds up. So this is 0.8390, so it won't round up. We're good to go there. All right, so again, if another student has this one, same thing. So my 10 button is over here. So 10, and you would go type in 40 equals. So 0.839. Okay, also this here, this is all in lowercase. So let me just point out here that this part here, that is in lowercase. Okay, so you'll see on all of our calculators, tan, and tan, they're all lowercase. So it's lowercase tan, tan. And it's short form for tangent, right? So short form for tangent ratio. So the tangent ratio is opposite over adjacent. I'll help you memorize that in a little bit. Okay, so there's going to be more ratios and we'll memorize them all. All right, so this next one, tan of 73. So tan of 73 equals, and I'm getting 3.270. That's 3 decimal places. The number after it is 8, so it will round up. So this one, tan of 73 equals approximately 3.27, and that's 270. The 8 is the 4th decimal place, so 271. So it rounds up. Right? Rounds up to 1 from the 0. All right, next one. Okay. Find tan P and angle P. Tan P is the ratio. So tan P is the ratio. So tan P means the ratio. So find the ratio, tan P, and the angle P. So tan P, when we look at this, and this only works for right angle triangles, is going to be tan is opposite over adjacent. So tan P is going to be the opposite over adjacent. Okay, so tan P is opposite over adjacent. So that's what they're asking for. So we're going to write tan P equals, and that's going to be opposite, the opposite. So when I sit here on P, this is my P side here. The opposite would be 8, and my adjacent would be here. Okay, so this one here is my opposite, and this one here is adjacent. Adjacent means beside. This side here is the hypotenuse. Okay, so for angle P, adjacent means beside, and opposite means opposite. So this is going to be opposite over adjacent. Opposite would be 8, and adjacent would be 5. Okay, so that's tan P, so I get the mark for writing tan P. Then I want you to find angle P. Angle P is when you break apart this tan part here, bring it over there, and it becomes P equals inverse of 8 over 5. So put a bracket around that because we want the whole thing. Your calculator will not understand it if we don't have the bracket. So I do want a bracket on this. Okay, it will not get the right number without the bracket. So on your calculator, remember it's programmed in. So you're going to take your calculator and say, okay, thank you for programming this in, but can you tell me what angle, so inverse tan, when you break it apart to the other side, when you find the angle, you're taking inverse. So you're breaking it apart, it becomes a little inverse. Tan with the -1, which is the shift. So you're going shift tan. And you're going to go bracket. You have to have the bracket. 8 divided by 5. You don't have to close the bracket because the calculator knows when you press equals to finish it off and close it, but you can. Equals. and that's getting me 50. Oh, I didn't tell you what to round to. We will always tell you on an evaluation, but we didn't tell you. So let's just do nearest degree. And so it goes 57.99. So that's going to be 58 degrees. So that would be approximately 58 degrees. You have to have the degree symbol here. Sorry, you have to have this approximate sign here and the degree. Okay, and then this approximate sign here. Okay, you want to have that approximate sign and the degree symbol. Otherwise, you'll be losing little marks there because it's not accurate. Okay. For here, I said P equals that. You can put angle P or you can just put P. I don't mind. Right? So you can put angle P. Some people put angle P and some people just put P. Either way, it's the same. Okay, so P or angle P. Now, let's do that again for R. So hopefully it's getting a bit more comfortable. For R, if we're sitting here on the R side, okay, so this is me sitting on the R, this would be the opposite. So that is now the opposite. Okay, so for P, this one was the opposite of P, and this one was the adjacent when I did it that way. Then if R is the angle for tan R, that would be opposite, and this one would be adjacent. Okay, hypotenuse remains the same. So for tan R, let's do the question again. We're going to do the question here. Sorry, we're going to put a line here. So we're going to go tan R. So tan R, so that's lowercase tan, capital R there. Tan R is the ratio of the opposite, so it'd be 5, and the adjacent to 8. Because your perspective is that's opposite, that's beside me. So that gets me tan R. So each ratio depends on the angle you're sitting on. So you always have to have the angle there. Then you break it apart and say R is going to be inverse tan bracket 5 over 8. And you're going to punch that into your calculator. So it'll be shift tan inverse bracket 5 divided by 8 bracket equals 32.005. So 32 degrees. So this will be approximately 32 degrees. You can put the angle symbol there, but you don't have to. So some teachers go angle R, like this. Whoops, sorry. They put angle R and angle P, up to you. I just put capital R, same. And when you're down to one letter, I don't need you to put the R here again, but you can. So you can say R equals, and here you can do the P equals, up to you. Okay, so we're getting used to that. Now what you're doing is you're just getting used to the fact that your calculator's been programmed in with these ratios, right? So that's why it's so fancy, because it's a scientific calculator. And now you know what all these buttons are. Now you're starting to know what some of these buttons are. So that's tan. That's the tan ratio. Let's do it again. And for this question here, we've got a point on the ground, 30 meters from the foot of Peach Tower. The angle of elevation to the top of the tower is 72. So there's a couple new words here.